Hey everybody, it's Andy. Frequently, when I'm traveling, I'll end up taking a larger bag with me so that I only have one thing to carry on the plane, but when I get to my destination, I like something lighter or smaller to carry around. Today, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of my favorite bags to put inside other bags. I'm going to be using this GR1 as an outer bag where I'll be putting a bunch of other bags inside of to show you how they fit and how big they are. And inside of this, I've got a slew of options that I'll be demonstrating how well they fit into the larger bag. If you like content like this and want to see more, please smash the like button on YouTube, leave a comment below with what your favorite packable day pack is, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Without further ado, let's look at the bags. So today I'm going to be looking at two different styles of packable bag. Over here, we have bags that were clearly designed and made to be packed inside other bags. These bags will often have very thin shoulder straps, and they'll be usually pretty malleable so that you can put them easily inside another bag or fit them in other situations. On the other hand, I find that these bags lack enough structure to really be super comfortable, or maybe I want just a little bit more out of my bags. And in those cases, I'll take bags that are not necessarily meant to be packable, but are still very lightweight, pack thin, and maybe they still have a bit of flexibility so they'll fit inside other bags. Both of these can be good options depending on what you need to take with you on your travels. In order to measure and demonstrate how these fit inside other bags, I have a Goruck Gr1. This is a 26-liter version of the bag. It's the same main core dimensions as a 34-liter version of the Goruck Gr2, but because this was the blue color, I thought it'd be easier to demonstrate putting bags inside of it than using the Gr2. My scientific method for demonstrating how well bags fit is going to be the following. For the super light bags that were made to be packable day packs, what I'll be doing is demonstrating how well they fit inside the laptop compartment at the back of the GR1. Now, obviously, the laptop compartment was made for laptops, but laptops are pretty thin, and a packable day pack can fit in here without too much difficulty. One more thing I'm doing for the packable bags that I'm putting in the laptop compartment, I have this nice hard insert that I'm putting to make sure that the bag doesn't have too much flex there, just to give you a better sense for how well things fit. For the bags that aren't necessarily made to be packable day packs, I'll be putting them inside the main compartment alongside these two Peak Design packing cubes. Now these packing cubes, they're not filled super tight. I can do a little bit of compression. They've just got some curtains filled in them, but I think it'll still be a good way to demonstrate how they look as I'm zipping closed the GR1. Let's begin with the backpacks that were made to be packable. Of the bags that are made to be packable, I have 4 of them that I'll be demonstrating today. First, we have the Camelback Octane. This is the Octane 18X. This is actually my fiance's favorite packable bag. She's been using this backpack since before we were dating, and it served her well over many years. It's a fairly light bag. I think it was initially made for running or biking, and it even has some shoulder straps so you can secure it to yourself. And overall, this has been a bag that has served very well. So I'm going to take my GR1, open up the laptop compartment, and let's just see how this fits. Just pushing it down in there, and voila, it zips pretty easily. All right, so that's the Camelback Octane. This is the 18X. It also comes in a few other versions, but I think this might not be a production bag anymore. They might be hard to come by. Next on our list, I have here the Air Go Pack. I personally have used this as a packable day pack on a few trips. I took it around Boston once. It has some padding in its shoulder straps, the most out of this bunch of bags, and it has a nice fun fidlock buckle on the front that's nice to play with if you're waiting on a train or a subway or something. Sticking this inside, I think here I'm gonna, maybe I'll fold it in half just to see how that goes. The nice thing about these bags is because they're so malleable, they can be folded and stuff, and it's a bit thick folded in half, but I can still zip this closed fairly easily. And now normally you'd be putting it in the main compartment, not the laptop compartment, but I'm just doing this to demonstrate. So that's the Air Go Pack. Next up, if you want a briefcase, maybe you're a rather shoulder bag person or something that's a bit more professional, I have here my Tom Bin Daylight Briefcase, and I do have its shoulder strap handle attached here. I took this with me once on a trip to Chicago, and I took it to the office, and it worked very well. Let's put this here, just nice and whole. And it fits pretty perfectly in that laptop compartment. So zipping that up there, nice and easy. And then finally, in this category, to go with the Daylight Briefcase, I have a Tom Bin Daylight Backpack. I've taken this with me on many trips, especially hiking around in Northern California. I've definitely used this one a lot. And this is another one where I think I'm going to fold it in half. And this one, the shoulder straps are just really thick webbing, so definitely pretty easy there. Usually I'll put my sweatshirt in the back of this to give myself some padding. Or if I have a laptop, I'll put the laptop case in there. But this one also fits super thin. Just got to get these straps dangled in. And it zips pretty well. So there you have it. Those are my 4 favorite bags to take that are basically built and intended to be packable bags. Next up, I'm going to be looking at bags that aren't necessarily intended to be packable, but they do pack pretty well. All right, so I have my GR1 with my packing cubes here, and I'm going to go to my first of these bags that I can pack. This is the Tom Bin Synapse 19. I mentioned this in my top 5 bags video as the bag that I always take with me when I go biking. At the same time though, if I remove the frame sheet, it ends up being a fairly thin bag that packs pretty well. I can just put this in here, and as long as I get those shoulder straps in and all of these danglies tucked away, I'm able to zip this really easily. And then when you get to your destination, you open it up, and I have one of the most comfortable bags around. Continuing on, I have here the LBT 14-liter day pack. This one, I actually got this because I like the tiger stripe, but I found that it's really useful because it has these 2 external water bottle compartments, and the shoulder straps are pretty comfortable too. This one, packing it in, as long as I stuff that down, fits pretty well into the GR1. So this is the LBT 14-liter day pack. Looking over here at a bag I recently reviewed, I have the Recycled Firefighter The Chief backpack. And this is also a proxy, in this case, for the Recycled Fighter Battalion 24-hour day pack. They're such similar in size, I figured I didn't need to put both of them in the bag at once, but either of them would fit equivalently. You know, they're both made out of nice, super solid materials, mil spec with nice 1/3 of an inch thick pote padding on the shoulder straps, super comfortable. But they're so lightweight and thin that I am able to fit it in. The one concern here is the height of the bag is cutting it a little bit close. Let me show you how zipping this is. But overall, if I just tuck that handle down, it zips all the way. And so we've got the Recycled Firefighter The Chief and the 24-hour pack demonstrated right here. Continuing on, this is a bag that I actually took with me inside my 34-liter GR2, which same dimensions as this 26-liter GR1. And this is a Goruck Bullet 15. This is the Carryology Kaidan version. And I took this with me on my trip to New York, and it packed pretty well. Just gotta lean that over. This is a bag that has, no frills. It's a very simple bag, but it's very effective. I think it's sized very well for going around in the day pack, and it fits very well into the 26-liter GR1 or similar sized GR2. And then finally, my last bag here is another one by Recycled Firefighter. This is the 12-hour day pack. And the main reason that I have this one that I have separate from the other is that this doesn't have the laptop compartment. So when I'm taking this is different from when I'd be taking one of those larger ones that does have the laptop. In general, I wouldn't take this one internationally just because I try not to travel with any camo or military style patterns when I go international. But taking it around the US or around town, this has been one of my favorite day packs overall. And this just fits fairly easily. And the bag zips up just like that. So there you have it. I've shown you a bunch of bags, how they fit inside this 26-liter GR1. And overall, I've been very happy with using these bags on my travels, packing inside other bags, or just as day packs locally without going around anywhere. What are your favorite packable day packs? Are there any that I don't have that you really like? Leave a comment below with what you tend to use. Also, please smash the like button on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Thank you all very much for watching, and have a good day.